In problems 6 through 21, we're given some quadratic equation and we're asked to graph it. If we need to, we can make a table. By plugging in our x values, we can find our y values. Negative 2 squared is positive 4, and the opposite of that is negative 4. Negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1, and the opposite of that is negative 1. 0 times 0 is 0, the opposite of 0 is 0. 1 times 1 is 1, the opposite of 1 is negative 1. 2 times 2 is 4, and the opposite of 4 is negative 4. If we plot all these points, we see our standard parabola shape, and they want us to compare this to the regular old parabola, y equals x squared. This is called the parent function because it's the most basic of all the parabolas. The reason they want you to compare all of these quadratic equations to the original is so that you can see what happens to them as you mess with the coefficient of the x squared term and with your y-intercept. In this case, the negative just flipped the parabola down. If you end up needing to graph weird fractions, just get them somewhere in between the lines. It doesn't need to be exact. In order to graph exactly with little fractions, you need really huge graphs so that you can make each square like a half or a third, and we're not going to bother with that. In general, remember, parabolas get really sharp when the coefficient of x squared gets big. Parabolas get really shallow when the coefficient of the x squared term gets really small. All of those types of parabolas will flip over if the coefficient of the x squared term is negative, and the parabolas just shift up and down on the y-axis when you add a y-intercept.